Welcome back to Morning, y'all. It's no secret that the holidays can be a stressful time, and for some, that stress can lead to depression. Bob Buckalew recently spoke with a Texas psychologist about the mental and emotional challenges that often come in December.
There's no getting around it. Holiday shopping, family gatherings, travel, and stress pretty much go hand in hand. So how do we deal with the built-in tension that comes from trying to meet those December holiday expectations? Dr. Lavina Bader is a clinical child psychologist with Texas Children's Hospital in Austin. I sat down with her recently to talk about how best to deal with stress and depression that often accompany the holidays.
I think the holidays can be really joyous and a lot of fun, and it is really stressful because there's a lot of change in our routine, a lot of change in the people that we're seeing, the activities that we're doing, and that change can be really exciting, but it can also be really hard and really stressful. Also, we're seeing our parents in a different way there too, is they're doing a lot of different things for the holidays, they're doing a lot on their side of things, and so children tend to see that also and just have to have a different reaction to the change in parents' behavior, the change in environments, so it can be a lot of stress. Honestly, the idea is that stress is a reaction for all of us.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And you know, there's a lot of nostalgia around holidays. And I think too, there's a link between nostalgia and sadness. That can happen.
Absolutely. Sadness is oftentimes brought on by the things that we may not have anymore. A lot of times it's about the things in the past that we don't have in the present, and the holidays tend to be a big reminder for some of those instances, especially those that we have lost.
How do we de-stress our kids?
I think the question I would ask more is, what do we do with the stress? Because I think that the stress is going to be there, and trying to say that we're trying to get rid of all stress isn't realistic. And so I think the question is, how do we get through it? How do we develop resiliency? How do we develop grit through that? And part of it is talking about it, labeling it, becoming aware of what's going on, and then developing known coping skills, known reactions, instead of saying, I think I just got through it because I did it. Let's talk about how we can do diaphragmatic breathing or calming our stress response. How do we have parents who can model some of those things? For our littles, they're not doing it on their own. They're just going to say, I got through it and I went back to doing other things. But as parents and adults, something that they can do also is labeling it in themselves, modeling how they're coping, and showing their kids versus trying to tell their kids how to do it themselves in front of their kids.